Mm, mm, mm. Yes, respected friends, welcome you all. Narayana. Mhm, mhm, mm. Good that we are here every day, giving some time to our study of our glorious Sanatana Dharma Shastras. May it enhance our clarity of understanding, sufficient to inspire us to take up the Adhyatmika Sadhana Jivana fully, joyfully, wholeheartedly. We have begun, but we have to continue. The same patience we have to have. See, as it is happening from last 1 or 2 years, outside also the duties, obligations will come. Within the mind also, so many distractions, temptations, alternatives will come. You know, what we were doing was otherwise throughout the day, whatever, but morning, evening, our classes we are sustaining. This is what we have to do. So we have understood. We have to think what we are doing. We should understand also doing what is giving us the success. The success is in being continuous as far as now is concerned. Mm. The same thing when we do it more with more added intensity, etc., the result also will be more beautiful. Let the divinity bless us to continue this study of Shastra and the next and next and next steps till the ultimate is realized. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Trutiyodhyaya. We are seeing one Brahman alone as the Ishvara, the ruler, the Ishitavya, the ruled, and how that Ishvara is there, creating, ruling, all these things are told for us to recognize and know that we are not isolated individual, uncared or neglected, nor we have to be an isolated individual with our own individual arrogance. No, we are not alone. The whole Ishvara is there to take care of us, and we cannot be alone with our arrogance. The Ishvara is there to pull us. That Ishate, Ishanivihi, Ishate, Ishanivihi, these words which are repeatedly said in these 4 5 slokas, the deep purpose, intention of those words, we should feel. Upanishad means feeling, deeply feeling that meanings that are revealed through those shabdas of the mantra, intellectual understanding and the feeling, and then sadhana, then the anumoti. And nowadays, what we are studying in this Shwethashwathara Upanishad, the topics, and also in the evening Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, they are of the utmost deep importance. A very crucial days we are going through as regards our Shastra Adhyanam is concerned. The Gurus, the Lord is fully engaged in trying to give the clearest picture regarding Sadhya Sadhana. Maybe happy seeing our efforts from last few years of daily studying Upanishads. So this crucial time with more added attentiveness, let us try to grasp it. In everybody's life, samsara, vyavahara, adhyatmika, those the turns will come. Those what do you call them? Milestones come. Very few are recognizable. Many others we don't recognize, but we go through. Like one milestone, if you see in our life, is we are able to study the Upanishads themselves. 30, 40 years back, was there any even dream of this thing that एक उपनिषद होगा सुबह डेली हमको घर में ही बैठकर सुनने को मिलेगा, हम सुनेंगे डेली. But then this is a good milestone. Very rare. So to the next, whatever. So these talks, morning, evening, crucial. As much we involve in them to try to grasp the matter, so much good it is for us. Mm. Yeah. Lokasevaka Adi Vyaktitwas to develop them. We are here, which helps us in spiritual evolution, which helps us in outer safety, security. Feel that Brahma Tattva, feel that Ishwara Tattva, feel that Jagan Matru Tattva, feel that Sakala Devata Gana, feel the Guru Gana, feel the Shastra Gana. There are not many, one only, but at different levels to help us, bless us, guide us, protect us, empower us. To invoke their that protecting shelter also, we are in this spiritual path. Not only these classes, but all other sadhanas. So may all that put together put us certainly in that Adhyatmika Marga Laksha, which is not as easily perceivable like the other things of the world with our sense organs. That's the biggest problem in Adhyatmikata is the thing which we are searching is not so easily recognizable by any of the ordinary means with which the other world is seen. That is why the seen world is given value importance. Unseen Paramatma, it is in 1 second. We can say Dikh nahi rahe Bhagwan, therefore hai nahi. When those people Nastikas say like that, it shows they're such a grossest way of living. That's why the subtlety, purity required to enter into the Adhyatmic zone. So let's continue it. The Shwethashwathara Upanishad, beautiful mantras, Trutiyodhyaya. Before that, like every day, our Vedika mantra Ucharana, Shiva Upasana mantras, Magha Paurnima today, so beautiful, Budhavara. While chanting this mantra, just feel you are in that Mahakumbha, in the Triveni Sangama, taking the wonderful dips for the entire Vishwas, spiritual evolution and otherwise safety. Everything, all Jada, all Chetana, full, entire Vishwa has to be safe, should be integrated, should be happy, should be spiritual. एवरीथिंग कम्स इन दर इवन द कीटाणु से लेकर पेड़ पौधे से लेकर घास फूस से लेकर पशु पक्षी मनुष्य वनस्पति यक्ष किन्नर किम पुरुषास अतल वितल निवासस्यास देन देवलोक Urdhvaloka Sthita, all sadhakas, everyone should get the enlightenment. All the people who are there in the Bhumandala now, who are there in past, who live in future. For everyone we will pray. That's it. एक कण जीवी से लेकर के up to ब्रह्मदेव, all of them should get moksha. हम अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड ऐसा फील करते हुए while doing these chantings, we can mentally go there. Wonderful day, the Magha Masa. Magha means all sins are washed away. Then only Falguna. Next one, the Phala of Moksha comes. When the sin of avidya led all projections and the attachments, when they go away, then what remains is the self. Yesterday we saw Drushya Drashtrutva, when both of them go away, then Parabrahma Avabhasate we saw. While doing so, chant the mantras, Shivopasana. Then we'll have our common sense thought, Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, some Upanishad mantra Ucharana, as well as our Upanishad Adhyayana. Start. ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ शान्तिः 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 महाकुम्भ मानसिकस्नानं Tarpadam Argyam to all the Brahma Vidyacharyas, Rishis, Munis, Gurus, Devatas of the past, present and future. To every of the Rishis, every of the Jnanis, Siddha Purushas, Mukta Purushas, Avataras, to every one of them. Om Parabrahmane Namaha. परब्रह्म स्वरूप समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो सिद्ध पुरुषेभ्यो नमः. May they bless the entire humanity and all living beings. May all living beings also cooperate, coordinate with these great Mahatmas for their own personal spiritual evolution and emancipation. Om, Om, Om. Friends, in today's common sense thought, very, very simple things we'll talk. One is what to remain or maintain that simplicity and humbleness all through in all situations, because we are no way special for any of the reasons. That being special is the ego, because of which only we suffer and trouble others. By chance, if any of the abilities or talents or achievements, whatever are there, that's all Ishvara Dattam. They are to serve the world only. If somebody has become a DM, district magistrate, there's nothing to feel arrogant about it. That position is given to put extra efforts of all levels to take care of the people of the district. That's why he's made as a district magistrate. What is there to become egoistic? If somebody has become the MLA, again to take care of the beings of that constituency, that he is there. There's nothing to be feeling ego about it. So too, bigger positions. Whether one becomes Varuna, Vayu, Agni, Indra, Kubera, कुछ भी हो, in that infinitude it is very speck only. At the same time, they're all the infinite Lord's blessings, and then they have to be used for serving the world with all humbleness, with all gratefulness that I am chosen for that, and that should be done as service in such a manner that we become outside more and more a qualified equipment for the Lord to use and work, and inside nearing to the Lord more and more. So, in today's common sense thought, let us maintain that type of unassuming, simple, non individualistic individuality. Nothing specific, nothing important. Brahman himself is non specific. There is nothing special, Visheshana in him. The Visheshana in Paramatma alone is Maya. That alone, the Visheshana Yukta expression alone is bound and conditioned. Mm. So, into that feeling, don't compare with others and say, "Oh, log rich hai, ye log पढ़े लिखे हैं, so they are great and all." They're all upadhi level. You can also do it if required. But then, from the truth standpoint, all are one only. So, maintain that egolessness specific, even though something great is there in us. First point. Second is, to all sadhakas, siddha purushas, as we just know some, maintain that respect, reverence, nothing to talk negative about anybody for any reason. You know, from the beginning of creation, how many jivas for thousands of lives struggling have evolved and reached to that ultimate destination. So many. To what right we have to talk or comment on anyone? If at all, we have the duty of serving them and the need of respecting them, revering them. That one great poet in Telugu, he writes, Endaro Mahanubhavulu Andariki Vandanam. How many are great saints and sages and the achievers, contributors to the world in various fields, maybe in arts, maybe in science, maybe in many other technologies. All are Rishiputra only. Through them, the Lord is doing Loka Kalyana. Through some, the Bhautika Kalyana Bhagavan gets done. Through others, the Adhyatmika. But all are contributing, even though Spiritual contributors are a step higher because that leads to moksha. Materialistic contributors, even they don't want it, still those materialistic achievements can become cause of misguidance or attachments. So they don't do that with that idea. Nobody discovered the cell phone with the thought that people should get addicted to it so much that they are not available for satsang. That was not their idea. But the discovery of that instrument inherently has this problem. In spirituality, there is no such problem. That's why it is a step ahead. And it is the Mukti Marg. So such people are any day great. So to all of them only, our salutations, our gratitudes. Every day, remembering all of them, we can do those pranams. We can ask them to help us, bless us. Who knows which Mahatma and Gurus, what Kripa, Karuna, Drishti on us may pull us out of this daldal of this samsara, inner and outer. Casually one Mahatma can look at us and feel sympathetic and say, Chalo, this of Tapashakti I am giving for this fellow, may him come out of that quicksand of samsara. Immediately the mind gets the deep thought or intellect, and we people just get out of samsara. We are needing that one now. With all our struggle of studying Shastras, still 90% of us are in the samsara daldal only. Where is that deep understanding of Shastras and total intense involvement in sadhana exclusively? ये सब चाहिए. So to all Mahatmas, wherever they are, let us just salute. And in our own Sanatan Dharma, right from beginning of Srushti, the Rishi Parampara, the Muni Parampara, the Siddha Purusha Parampara, the Jnani Parampara, the Yogi Parampara, the Mahabhakta Parampara. How many are there? Really wonderful. Salutations to all of them and everyone else, wherever they are. Second thing. Third one is today what we think is a key the sadhanas which we have started right from this attending the class, any one of them, while sustaining them, because इसको भी छोड़ दिया तो फिर बस चले जाते. While sustaining them, result oriented way, let us do these sadhanas now. More engrossed, more importance given to these sadhanas. Point is what the sadhanas which I am doing, if I myself don't respect them, respectfully if I don't do them, so I am proving my immaturity. I am not using that wonderful opportunity. New sadhanas we will add. That's okay. But then what we're already doing, are we doing them so perfectly that they yield to us the expected wanted result? Dekh lo. No sadhana is meaningless or useless. All are meaningful, useful. Let there be total engrossed involvement in them with the spashtata that how this sadhana has to be done, whatever it is, what phala has to come to us, what for we are doing. The intricacies of that each of the sadhana mm, may we know with our effort and involve in it. Just like any outside professional knows intricacies of that profession and fully involves in it, then he succeeds. A doctor, the medical treatment aspect and its intricacies, and how to develop his establishment. When he knows both of them thoroughly, then from the treatment standpoint, he's growing. By publicity standpoint, also is growing. Some grow by publicity because they work on that, but the treatment is very vague because that aspect they have not done. Some do very good treatment, excellent in the whole town, but the other aspect of how to become popular, that publicity aspect, he has not taken care. Therefore, nobody knows him, isn't it? I'm just giving the example of knowing the intricacies of every of the sadhana. Mm. It's a continuous process. Say this class itself. First of all, the sacredness of this activity has to be recognized and valued. That the highest of literature on the whole creation, accepted by everyone, not only Sanatan Dharmi, others also. That is the Upanishads that we are studying. And on the Upanishads, there's no greater commentary than that of Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara. So with the Bhashyam, so the sacredness of this Upanishad we are recognizing, glory of it. Then the intricacies of it, of how tuning to that Rishi, tuning to that Rishi Parampara, tuning to that Shastra itself, creating that inner atmosphere every day, fully involved there. Every Shabda, every Vakya, we are putting all our efforts with total dedication, devotion, surrender to grasp it, to feel for it. That's the meaning of the intricate way of studying the Upanishads. One example for sadhanas which we are doing. है ना? Hmm? Each of the sentence, what the Rishi is trying to say through that. The direct intellect, what you call, Shabdartha is there, the indirect indicated artha is there. Lakshyartha it's called. Vachyartha and Lakshyartha. Vachyartha dictionary meaning. Lakshyartha is what the Guru is intending to tell through this sentence. What is expecting us to understand, and what that understanding should bring the change in our attitude or in our approach, isn't it? In this way. So too, if we do the japa, in that also all the intricacies. Any sadhana we do, those intricacies we should know. Even upasana, let us say, doing Aurnavi Budhavara, Mahavishnu or Ganapati. When we do them, see that the Ganapati or Mahavishnu, their glory and the Upasana Paddhati, all that, knowing it we do. Yesterday we saw that Raja giving his kingdom to the son. He was there in the Setu, Rameshwara Kshetra. How he was doing his aneka aneka anushtanas. See that Mahavishnu Yagna he does to propitiate Vishnu Bhagavan. Then how Bhagavan Vishnu to test his all great sadhana Shakti sends Mahalakshmi Mata in that 7 8 years age. See, so all they are such an inspiring stories. Really, Skanda Purana is the out of the world only. Very, very informative, very inspiring. So, in that way, through those kathas, we get information and inspiration. So, the idea is any of those sadhanas we take up, whether it is upasana, whether it is japa, whether it is the shravana here or this adhyaya followed by it, let that seriousness come in us. Let us be so seriously, sincerely involved in these things that, okay, mm, the entire world is forgotten. That much of intense involvement can be our third common sense thought today. After the first one talked about humbleness, second one talked about respect and reverence to all, and this one. And thus way establishing in what is to be done, doing it very calm and quiet to look outside, but very deep intense within. If possible, counting, calculating every moment, only for that dedicated. And for that, the required vairagya through the required viveka for everything else. Isn't it? Then only some heights we can reach in this life to say that we have made use of this opportunity. So these are the three thoughts in a simple manner we discussed. Thank you. Om. 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परादीनां भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादिप्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्ति अध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्तिपुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातनधर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्तमन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयभूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। Third chapter. Let us chant the first 10 mantras just to become familiar. ॐ य एको जालवान् ईशत ईशनीभिः सर्वान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः य एवैक उद्भवे सम्भवे च य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयाय तस्थुः य इमान् लोकान् ईशते ईशनीभिः प्रत्यङ्जनान् तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वाभिवनानि गोपा विश्वतश्चक्षुरुत विश्वतो मुखः विश्वतो बाहुरुत विश्वतस्पाद सम्बाहुभ्यां धमति सम्पदत्रैः द्या वा भूमि जनयन् देव एकः यो देवानां प्रभवश्चोद्भवश्च विश्वाधिपो रुद्रो महर्षिः हिरण्यगर्भं जनयामास पूर्वं स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तो याते रुद्रशिवा तनोः अघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्तापि चाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्त हस्ते विवर्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरो माहिगुंसेः पुरुषं जगत् ततः परं ब्रह्म परं बृहन्तं यथा निकायं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारम् ईशं तं ज्ञात्वामृता भवन्ते वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वाति मृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते अयनाय यस्मात् परं न परमस्ति किञ्चित् यस्मान्नाणीयो न ज्ञायोऽस्ति कश्चित् वृक्षैव स्तब्धो दिवि तिष्ठत्येकः तेनेदं पूर्णं पुरुषेण सर्वम् ततो यदुत्तरतरं तदरूपमनामयं य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति अथेतरे दुःखमेवापि Friends, first mantra we have seen. First and foremost is Yaha Ekaha. Stick to that thought. He is one without second. He is a Brahmasthiti. Jalavan, immediately he recognized, realized his infinite power. Then he became powerful. Shaktiman, Jalavan. Then he is called as Ishwara. First is Ekaha, Brahman. Then Jalava. Once that Shakti remembered, now that Shakti is infinite ways to express. They are called Ishanivihi. Now Ishate. He creates and he rules the creation created by him. So whenever the whole creation is seen, it should remind us about the Creator. Forgetting Creator is the cause for us to give more importance to the created and get lost in it. Ishanibihi ekaha ishaha ishate. And the difference between an ordinary and extraordinary is when he sees the ordinary person, anything created, he gets enchanted in the created. He gets lost. An intelligent person, through the created, recognizes the creator. Leave not the creator. Then you will not be entangled by the created world. This is one of the trick with which we can defeat the trick of the mind of making us getting lost in the created at the cost of forgetting the creator. जगत को देख कर जो भगवान का स्मरण करते हैं वो साधक है. जगत को देखकर जो भगवान को विस्मरण करते हैं वो अज्ञानी संसारी. So simple. That's what we are reminded. And then in this, I, my own powers, you, your own powers, he, his powers, my power is lesser, yours is more, the other person's is most. All of them are only expressions. All powers belong to one only. Ishanibihi, all are his only. You know, like in my farmland, these things are grown. In your farmland, they are grown. Other fellows' farmland are grown. This we are claiming this land to be as ours, but otherwise the entire earth is one only. That earth only is allowing all this farm to grow, the crops to grow. Come to that level. य एकः ईशः ईशते, sorry, य एकः जालवान् ईशते ईशनीभिः. Then सर्वान् लोकान्, only one, and he is the only one who is doing the Ishanam of Sarvan Lokan. When the Sarva word is used, now nothing is left out. Now this should make us know how much is that Ishana Shakti of that Ishvara, how big it is. That Sarvan Lokan Ishate, Ananta Koti Brahmandas is, isn't it? Then will not our respect towards grow him, seeing is such an infinite power? And in front of him, what are we? Very small, humble. So all our ego goes away. We can tune to him. And at the Upadhi level, we know whatever we have is given by him. And at the Upadhi level, we use these things only to do those for which they are given to us by him. See the freedom that comes to us after that. Then essentially, he is Ekaha, therefore I cannot be other than him. Then only he can be Ekaha. Otherwise, if I am other than him, then there is Dvaita came now. भगवान का मजबूरी है कि हमको वो अपने से एक बनाना ही पड़ता है क्योंकि नहीं तो हम अलग है तो लिमिटेड हो जाते हैं. Therefore, at the truth level, we are he only. At the upadhi level, all these are his only. Okay, that Ishanibihi is that Ishaniya Shaktiya. Main is Mayavan Shakti. Its immediate next three expressions are Sattva Rajas Tamo Guna, and in them the millions of ways it can express. Sattva-guna, the millions ways of gaining jnanam. Rajoguna, million ways of acting or working karma. Tamoguna, in the million ways of the variety of dravya expression. Their creation, jnana, kriya, dravya, their maintenance, their modification, their dissolution, all of that, that Paramatma is Ishate. And through that, the whole world. Then we saw, ya eva ekaha udbhave sambhave cha. He is the one doing it, Udbhava, at the time of his own expressing as so many Devata Rupas. None of them can be independent. Therefore, at the highest level of purity, every Devata knows that whatever the powers, positions, permissions, and the responsibilities that are given to them are all belonging to that ultimate one Ishvara only. That's why all devatas do their stuti to this Devadi Deva, Dev ke Dev Mahadev. They all know in that very purity. Hope you are catching this thought. That's why at the Upadhi level, they always do the stuti to that samashti. Both udbhave, then sambhavecha in the creation also. In the Udbhava means his own expression as various Devata Rupa. Sambhave means Samyak Bhava in the creation of the entire world. He is the Ishvaraha. And then ya etad viduhu te amrutaha bhavanti visa. When this knowledge is firmly rooted, then we attribute everything to him. Then our specification, our specializations, they go away. Then at the Upadhi level also, all our Upadhis are him, his only. Therefore, we are one with him. At the Nirupadhika level also, we are one with him. And that oneness is the Amrita Swarupa. Therefore, te Amrutaha Bhavanti means in this way, by becoming qualified for the Amrita giving Atma Jnana, they get that Jnanam and they become Amrutaha Bhavanti. Ye tadviduho te amrutaha bhavanti is what the consequence of this knowledge. You know, this is at the Vyavahara level. When you see the Jagat, it is Ishvara with his Ishaniya Shaktis doing everything. His play. How many ways it can be told, so many examples can be given. As a sun, he comes and does what's required. As a rain, he comes and does. Isn't it? All of that, in Gita 9th chapter, Bhagwan says, I only am the one in so many ways coming and doing all that. Hmm. पिताहमस्य जगतः माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रमोङ्कारः रुक्सामयजुरेव च गतिर्भर्ता प्रभुः साक्षी निवास शरणं सुहृत् प्रभवः प्रलयस्थानं निदानं बीजमव्ययं तपामि अहं वर्षं निगृह्णामि उत्सृजामि च अमृतं चैव मृत्युश्च सदसच्च अहम् अर्जुन. What a beautiful expression that one. The ninth chapter, we will be studying it. So, seeing the world reminded of the Ishvara. Ishvara is the Brahman Ekaha with his Ishanibi Shaktis, now called as Ishvara. So if this vision is developed, like the great Jnani Bhaktas of the order of Prahlada and all, they see the whole world as expression of Narayan. When they don't see the world, they are one with the Narayan. See that? इतना बढ़िया है उनका जीवन देखो. How can there be anything other than Narayana? वो क्लिक हो गया उनको. Because that's the fact. Their pure heart enabled them to catch the truth. Our egos, our sense, our faculty identification, our still choice for our own bhoga, these are the entanglements, these are the obstructions. These are the ones which are holding us back from understanding the presence of the divine in every happening. That is like that of Prahlada and all. उनको पकड़ में आ गया बिगड़ शुद्ध अंतःकरण है उनका. हमारा अभी नहीं हुआ है शुद्ध, इसलिए हम उसको पूरा पकड़ नहीं पा रहे उस बात को. Think about it. It's not at all a very big secret. Close the eyes and see. With the things, with the beings, with the bhoga saktis, are we not caught up? That's why we are maintaining our individuality, we are maintaining our own efforts. In this bargain, from our memory, the Ishvara is gone only. Ishvara है ही नहीं हमारे जिंदगी में. कभी कभार जब हम स्मरण करते हैं उनको, ओनली नाम लेते बस. मे बी सम भजन वी डू. But we are not seeing as it is said here, with his Ishanivihi Shaktivihi Ishate is everywhere. That Prahlada saying to his father, Ki, with whatever the power you are ruling all the three worlds, all of that belongs to Hari only. You see that? That's a wonderful state of evolution. May we seek that. In a small little insects or the birds, everywhere, whatever is happening, it is his Shakti only. And everything is wonderful. A bird making nest is wonderful. Another bird feeding its child is wonderful. So wonderful it is, the whole creation. The honeybee collecting the honey, putting that beehive में, क्या जो आश्चर्य नहीं है बताओ. और सब उन्हीं के ईशनीय शक्ति है. Oh, just that Rupanama, we go beyond and see that one power working through all of them, and then come to the Rupanama that through them he alone is expressing. Correct? This much we have seen yesterday. Now we will go to Ya etad vidur amrutaha amarana dharmanaha bhavanti. How knowing this knowledge makes us amrita, we already said. That we refuse to accept the presence of anything other than Ishvara with this knowledge, including our own separateness from Him. So, all my abilities, faculties, I accept that they are His own. In that way, when they are His own, I am also not a specific individual with these faculties as mine, because faculties, Shaktis also belong to Him. सारे मेरा आपको अर्पण कर दिया तो मैं भी आप में अर्पण हूं ना. When mine is given to you, me also given to you. You is here Ishvara. And that Ishvara being Amrita, you will get that Amrita Anubhava. The Amrita Bhavanti. So therefore, what is making us Amrita? That our separation from the Ishvara and our owning of the Shaktis. which are never ours. They're always His. So with our limited separated identity from the Ishvara and with the limited faculties owned by us as if they are ours, the dukkha which we are going through, the limitation we are going through is called as mrutatva. More deeply seen that individuality with all costs we are trying to maintain and ho hi nahi pa raha ho, har baar hum haar ja rahe. And with the faculties we are trying to protect those faculties, ho nahi pa raha. When we know that both of them belong to Ishvara, He gives when He wants to give, He takes when He wants to take. Where there will be any sense of insecurity and extra effort to protect them, isn't it? Like I am doing this satsanga. नो डर लगेगा कि पता नहीं 10 साल के बाद हम बोल पाएंगे नहीं. अरे why are you worried? This is jiva bhava. Who gave it? He gave. He will take. If required, he will give again. Isn't it? The mriti is what? Sense of insecurity that happens for these two reasons. One, the possessions which we have. Second, the I-ness. In correspondence, this with these possessions separate from the Ishvara. When I know that I am also a part of Him, when I know whatever I have is His only, then whenever He wants, He gives, whenever He wants, He takes. When this attitude is there, where will be the insecurity feeling? No, that's called freedom from mrityu. Amrutaha bhavanti. The feeling that something is mine and it is limited and I have to protect it, otherwise it will perish. Whether it is individuality or the faculties or the expression of faculties or the successes achieved through them, all of that are when owned by us, we suffer. When they all are offered to Ishvara, because He alone with Ishani bihi Ishate, then I have no worry at all. That freedom from worry or misery is called Amrutatva. More deeply, as we said, when the faculties are known to be His and offered to Him, I also discover without any obstruction that I am that. The same thing in the evening Yoga Vasishta Bhasha, when the entire Drashya is offered to the Ishvara, the Drashta also is offered to the Ishvara. What remains? Drashta Drashya Rahita Shuddha Brahma. That's called Amrita Bhavanti. तो शाम का ये वाला दोनों क्लास मिला के देखने से ये स्पष्टता वी गेट इट. लेट अस गो टू द सेकंड मंत्र. कस्मात् पुनः जालवान इति आशंक्य आह. How do you say? What do you mean by he is Jalavan? What exactly he does it? Hmm? कस्मात् पुनः जालवान इति आशंक्य आह. कैसे वो जालवान बनकर काम करते हैं? Wonderful it is. Chant the mantra 3 times. एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयायतस्थुः य इमान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यङ्जनान् तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः. अगेन. एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयायतस्थुः य इमान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यङ्जनान् तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः. अगेन. एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयायतस्थुः य इमान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यङ्जनान् तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः. As we just were trying to discuss, continuation of that deep analysis thought that Upadhi Rupena, he alone is there. Within the Upadhis, the Shakti Rupena, he alone is there. And through the Shakti, through the Upadhi, be it. What exactly has to do is decided by him only. That alone should happen. Wherever it happens, he is making all this happen for happiness. Happiness alone expresses. Wherever, especially to the human beings, little extra freedom or independence is given, misusing that freedom and independence when you are individual not able to recognize what exactly Lord wants to happen through us. Instead of that, we make our own plan, there we suffer. Hope the thought is caught. Whereas a purified hearted person, through this knowledge, knowing that everything is Ishvara Leela, he first drops his own priorities, his own importances, his own misusing of freedom, he drops. Thereafter, to him it clicks what exactly happened through should happen through him, through the upadhis. That alone he does. So he is no more in the Jiva Srushti, he is in the total Ishvara Srushti. Therefore, the doings never bind him. That freedom of not getting bound by the doings, because he knows he is not the doer, the Lord is doing through him. That freedom gives him such a purity and subtlety inside that it is so clear to him that he, as an individual, is never an individual separate from the total. He and Brahman are one. This is the trick that will work through these truthful upasanas, wherein we recognize the presence of Ishvara and his Leela alone everywhere. When I don't see the Ishvara Leela, then I develop individuality, then my mind functional, it becomes, it starts doing this Ragadvesha, then I am lost in that snare or the web. Whereas when I gain this knowledge and say, how can there be anybody independent of Ishvara? How can there be anything independent of Ishvara? How can anything happen without his permission? When to this depth or purity I come to, ये सब फिर ईश्वर गुरु कृपा से उपासना से श्रवण अध्ययन से होता है एंड ऑल दैट इज after having the pure heart. The impure heart of arrogance, as we saw in the common sense thought today, don't be egoistic or simple and humble. The impure heart of arrogance and the impure heart of seeing the world as bhoga vastu, they are the ones which don't allow us to have this subtle knowledge, the pure knowledge. You know, what is subtle pure knowledge? His Shakti alone is making happen everything. There's nobody who can claim that something is his. Whoever claims, he becomes burden to himself and the total. And till that thing is removed, he will suffer, and the Lord also gives him punishments. So that he gives up that specified individuality, separate individuality. This is a topic which we are discussing here. Deeply, we have to understand. Ekaha and Ishate Ishanibhihi. The one Brahman through his infinite Shakti is one Ishvara now. That one Ishvara having that Shakti Ishanibhihi infinitely, and through that Ishate, he is the one who is doing Srushti Sthitilaya at micro as well as macro level. The one who has not got this knowledge because of the freedom given and maintains his specific separate individuality, he suffers. He is called Jiva. Jivatva is not a problem. Jiva Bhava is a problem. Jivatva is Ishvara Leela. That he himself is becoming all this Upadhi. In this Upadhi of Antakarana, he only is reflecting as Jiva and he is playing. That's a Jivatva. But once this is being done, when I say that I am this and I separate myself from the Ishvara, then it has become Jiva Bhava. Bhava means feeling, acceptance. Then we suffer. Then we take other jivas other than us, Ishvara also other than us, all competitions, all the things start. These are all in the ignorance only. And ignorance led delusions. They're all delusions. Why these delusions are there? Because there is no knowledge. There's an ignorance. Knowledge about what? This knowledge. That at the eminent level, everything is Ishvara. At the transcendental level, everything is Brahman. Correct? Now, the literal meaning of this mantra is Ekaha hi Rudraha. One Rudra alone. Ishaha, it was said earlier, Rudra here said. Eko hi Rudraha. There's only one Lord with his Maya Shakti. Na Dvitiyaya. And there cannot be possibility that there can be two infinites or two ultimates. When you say infinite or ultimate, They cannot be two, no? Having this pure clarity, na dvitiyaya tastuhu. All the rishis have said there is only one. There is no second one. Tastuhu means praised, claimed, or talked about. By whom? Obviously the Rishi Muni Gana. Eko hi rudraha na dvitiyaya tastu. Mhm. So not only they refuse to accept the second, they also say no need of second. है ना? सब सारे शक्तियों के साथ एक ईश्वर सब बढ़िया सा कर रहे, तो why are you worried about second one? Neither they accept the presence of anything other than ईश्वरा, nor they feel the need, है ना? जरूरत नहीं है. That's the meaning of na dvitiyaya tastuhu. They are not accepting the second one. They are not feeling the second one. One Lord. Beautiful, no? Is it catchable? Can we tune to this subtle? Like my guru. Na dvitiyaya tastuhu. This guru is enough to guide me. है ना? This shastra, this sadhana. Eko hi na dvitiyaya. Isn't it? I'm giving examples to make this point clear. These rishis have not accepted the second devata, nor they felt the need also. Because इनमें सब कुछ है. एको ही रुद्र. That's the fact. Na dvitiyaya tastu. No recommendation, no discussion, no fighting. For the second Ishvara, by this any of the rishis. Neither we accept it, nor it is possible, nor it is required. Therefore, never recommended. Eko hi rudraha na dvitiyaya tastuhu. So, as per the rishis, one rudra is self-sufficient. Therefore, that self-sufficient one rudra is the one who is doing ईशनीभिः ईशते. That's the topic now. Question क्या था कि कथम कस्मात् पुनः जालवान इति आह आशंक्य आह. So how he has become the user of the entire Maya and thus is a single doer of everything. This is what. Eko hi rudraha na dvitiyaya tastuhu. Then Yaha, he alone, Iman Lokan, the entire world, Ishate again, is fully monitoring, ruling and governing. But for that the Shaktis are required, Ishanivihi, all Shaktis that are possible in the entire cosmos universe are already his own. Ya Ekaha, sorry, Ya Iman Lokan, Ishati, Ishanivihi. Okay. And where is he? Pratyang Janans Tishtati. In every of the jana he is there. Janayati iti jana, janate iti jana. In everything that's created, he is there very much inside. In the heart as the self and as the self of every cell, whether it is gross or subtler or causal. Vichitra, in the heart of the entire ocean there is water. So too, in the heart of every wave there is water, every bubble there is water, and in every wave, in its every nook and corner there is water. So too, pratyang janan stishtati means wherever every jiva is feeling aham aham, the support of that as Shuddha Satachit, he alone is there. And that aham is identifying with the upadhis. In the upadhis also, at every micro part, he alone is there as the substratum. That is the meaning of what we studied in Taittiriya Upanishad when the Panchakosha Viveka was done, wherein second, third, fourth koshas, when we were told how it was explained with regard to the earlier koshas. What is the pranamaya's relation with Annamaya kosha? What is the Manomaya Kosha's relation with Pranamaya? What is Vijnanamaya's with Manomaya? Common four words are used. Anyaha, Antaha, Atma, Purnaha. Anyaha, other than this. Antaha, inside this. Atma, self of this. Purnaha, totally permeating. In using these four words, you know, that other than the Annamaya, inside the Annamaya, as an Atma of the Annamaya, totally permeating the Annamaya is Pranamaya. While saying this, what is done is actually the Annamaya is rejected. Think about it. In the same way, in everything, Anyaha, Antaha, Purnaha, Atma Rupena, Paramatma alone is there. Like with the gold, if you make a Hanumanji's Murti, that gold is Anyaha, Antaha, Atma, Purnaha of that Murti. हनुमान जी के मूर्ति में उनके टेल से लेकर उनके खड़े होने का बैठने का whatever the position, whatever ornaments, the kirita you have, his own biceps or muscles or the chest, हर एक चीज वो सोना ही है कि नहीं. टोटल मूर्ति के पीछे सोना है. एंड विद इन द मूर्ति whatever the micro things you talk about is not the gold there behind, isn't it? That's the meaning of pratyangjanans tishtati. Like when I say I, in that I, he alone is there as Chidabhasa. And Chidabhas kahan ho raha hai? Chitt mein, antakaran mein. Now in the antakaranas, every pore of it, as Sat and Chit, who is there? That Brahman only. That antakarana is working through the Indriyas and Sharira and Prana. फिर इंद्रियों में, शरीरों में, प्राण में, कण कण में सत्ता चित है कि नहीं है, तो फिर who is there also? He alone is there. That is the meaning of pratyangjanan tishtati. And the consequence of it is, therefore, everyone is the mobile temple of the Lord. Bas, full stop. Respect everyone, revere everyone, just for the two reasons that we are sadhaka. Second, we have to realize the Lord and He is there in this form. प्रत्येक जनान तिष्ठति जो उपनिषद ने कहा, अब खत्म खत्म केस खत्म. जब जज ने डिसाइड कर दी तो व्हाट एल्स टू डिस्कस. सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज, उसके बाद तो कुछ होता नहीं. International courts won't take your case. It has for different purpose. So here the Supreme Court, the international court is Shruti Mata. She said, Pratyang Janan Tishtati. Jana means not only human beings, every being which is existing or created. He alone is there. Now develop this vision. In front of me, a person is there. In him, there is individuality. In him, there is intelligence. In him, there are abilities. There are abilities. There are good qualities. There are bad qualities. He's doing good work. He's doing bad work. So what? In and through that, that Ishvara alone is there. For me as sadhaka, isn't it? While protecting myself from the negative. Even at one level, wo bhi nahi hai. There is no negative. Everything is divine. है ना? When it is by the Lord, how can there be anything negative? But इतना बड़ा सा नुकसान हुआ, इतने सारे लैंडस्लाइड हो गए, और बहुत अर्थक्वेक हुआ, और that this, no, is it not bad? Maybe bad to those individuals, but not bad from total standpoint. Ishvara knows what is good for everyone. He does that. और ये हम पब्लिक में नहीं बोलना चाहिए. But the spiritual knowledge में, when everything is Ishani Bihi Ishate, so Ishvara is not a Dushta Rakshasa giving a punishment to the people for his own enjoyment. He is not sadist like that. Even in that, there are secret blessings hidden. We may not be able to comprehend. Therefore, we feel that incident as sad. And we feel bad. And we say, Bhagwan nahi hai, to aisa kaise कराएंगे? And those people who die, they are happy. They have gone somewhere else. यार इस झंझट से छुटकारा मिला, and they are sent to different places. Isn't it the difference between a non-believer and believer is this? A believer knows in Ishvara's play everything is good. Okay, that good or bad साइड पे रखो, प्रभु को तो याद रखो ना, जो भी कुछ भी हो रहा है, क्योंकि he is there as प्रत्यंजनान तिष्ठति. Then Antakale Sanchukocha toward the individual or total pranaya, everything he pulls back into himself. Sankocha or Sanchukocha, same. All the expressions of his Shakti in the form of the entire Srishti Sthiti takes back at the Laya time. That's the meaning of Sanchukocha Antakale. Then before that, Samsrujya Vishwa, after that Bhuvanani Gopa. So first he creates, then he protects, then he takes back into himself with his Ishani Vishakti. Such Lord is there in the heart of everyone, and he alone is there. There is nobody other than him. The realized saints, they have realized and they have proclaimed. This shloka has much more things beautiful to discuss. We'll do them tomorrow. Then we take up the Bhashya. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramashibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Can we join for Gita? Try.